racism thing? Alright, brother. 1, 2, 3. You're a bitch. You're a pussy. You're a fucking pussy. Fight me. Okay? You're a pussy. You're Chinese people. I grew up with Hong Kong nationals. I love the Chinese people. You try and turn this into a racism thing? Alright, brother. 1, 2, 3. You're a bitch. You're a pussy. You're a fucking pussy. Fight me. Okay? You're a pussy. You're Chinese people.
Welcome to Thailand.
Yes, thank you. It's been quite a while. It's been about 8 months all up through 2022. I did go home for a short interval of 1.5 months and then came straight back here.
Yeah.
After the pandemic and everything that's happened through it. Let's not get into that because I can elaborate on that fact for days. But I just wanted to stay outside the country as long as possible. But this video, unfortunately, isn't really too much about myself. It's more of a response towards this video that was posted about me and directed in a really derogatory form that was not correct at all, and it was misinterpreted in so many different ways.
So basically, as you would have seen, the beginning of the video was James here, caught up in an incident, went viral on TikTok with the tone that maybe it's a racist person or someone being racist in Asia towards Asians. So we got James here basically to explain the situation, add some context to it.
Well, there's not really much to it. I was riding my motorcycle. I was just coming to see a friend of mine who actually happens to be Thai, so I don't understand how that works with racism. But anyway, I'm riding my bike through a busy nightclub, and I'm not even riding it at this point. I'm walking it through, and I get to the end, and I just start to rev my bike a bit. I probably shouldn't have done that. A little bit irresponsible, but hey, as they say, you know, we all do dumb shit when we're fucked up. I'm going to elaborate further on that, but this man jumped in front of me. I knew he was a tourist. He jumped in front of me and he clearly saw me coming. I don't know what the deal was there, and I said to him, get out of the way. Do you want to die, you dumb cunt? Which is a word that's commonly used in Australia a lot. But anyway, I'm riding up and I'm just minding my business talking to this friend of mine, and in the heat of the moment, he comes up to me. And I can't remember if he grabbed me by the shirt or if he grabbed my handlebars, but he definitely grabbed somewhere between my arm and the handlebars. And he said, say it to my fucking face. And I said it to his face again. I said, do you want to die, you dumb, so and so. And after that, he just elaborated on further. And I knew he was a tourist. I knew he wasn't a local. I've been staying here for a while. I know a lot of these people. And I said, where are you from? And then he claimed that he was from China. And I don't know why. And then he started going on about this is what Asians have to face in Asia. And then I was like, what are you talking about? And that stirred me up to the point because, this guy doesn't know my history. A lot of people don't know. A lot of your viewers wouldn't know my history. But I grew up with Hong Kong nationals. Especially around my area, you can look at the demographics of the areas that I grew up in. It's mostly Chinese or Hong Kong national populated. So I did grow up around a whole bunch of these people. And I was also part of the exchange student program where I had Hong Kong nationals living in my house for a period of about 4 years. And one of them was one of my good friends who taught me so many things and got me into a couple of bad habits at the same time. But yeah, at the same time, I'm the most least racist person there is. I did a little bit of digging around this guy's profile, so-called profile, did a little bit of digging, and it only took me a few minutes to...
Where was he from? Is he from China?
He's not even from China, that's the thing. He's from South Korea. So he tried to marginalize this into all Asians, which is it's a really disrespectful thing to really incite. Well, why would you want to incite hate like that? Anyway, but then moving on to the fact that the guy's not even Chinese, yeah, well, I've lost my train of thought now. Now you need to edit this a bit.
It's alright. So what? He's not Chinese. Where was he from? Korea?
He's from South Korea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you did some digging around. You saw he's on different platforms and what?
Oh yeah. Sweet. We can just edit it back in, I guess.
No, we freestyle. So just crack on.
Oh yeah, anyway, well I did the digging around his profile and I come to find out that this guy's a digital creator on all platforms. He posted this video on all platforms, and if you notice through his profile, he has no views, no likes, no followings, no nothing really. Like the content that he posts is just the content of your standard tourist, really, I mean if you look at it. And this guy literally has found a really good trick to get into the algorithm. And I worked this trick out on YouTube when I was 15 years old. I made a video, I'm not going to explain what the video is, but it got over 189,000 views, and I started a bit of a war in the comments section. But it was just a bit of a troll and just a bit of a test. And this was a bit of a social test that I did when I was 15 for me to enter the algorithm.
Yeah.
This guy's entered the algorithm.
Yeah.
And he's found his way in, and now he's gained a bit more of a following to what he likes. But in time to come, if people don't like his content, just standard tourist crap, he's just going to fall off the wagon the next day.
But anyway, you yourself weren't that concerned about this whole thing. You found it pretty funny. You asked me a few times if you've seen anything online about me.
Yeah, no, I found it pretty hilarious because this did travel through the city from north to south within 24 hours, and I was visiting another city at this point, and I'm getting messages from local people from here, local people from there, and they're just all sending me this video of me, and a lot of these locals can't interpret what I'm actually saying, but now that the video has actually hit Australia and a few other English-speaking countries, now people are understanding what I'm saying, and yeah, it's just kind of turned into a joke thing. Like, he reported it to the police a number of times, reported this matter to the police, yes. I even spoke to the police on the matter of the night because I saw him there talking to him. I'm like, this guy's an idiot. And I went to the police station, I pretty much said the same thing. I said, this guy's an idiot. He almost got run over by my bike, and it was a verbal altercation. And the cop just shook my hand, and that was it. So technically I feel kind of bad for the Thai police because they wasted a bit of time tracing my number plates and riding around from place to place to try and find me while I was out of town visiting another city. But yeah, that's that, I guess, on that subject.
Well, I've seen you here in Thailand for at least about 6 months. I'm happy to say James is not a racist. He often, he's a pretty cool guy. So, you know, creators nowadays like to get a short clip, and if this, you know, they can make some kind of racial issue or a divisive issue from it, you know, they'll go for it.
And at the same time, it goes to show it's a perfect example. Like, this is the smallest example, but take it as an example. This is an example of social media and how it can be manipulated to go one's way over another's way when you don't know the full story. Especially with what's happening with deepfakes and all this.
And what about the comments from this video? Have they been pretty hateful or pretty
the comments are an absolute laugh. The Thai people tend to love it because they're trying to translate what I'm saying, and they can't translate it, and the translations is just like pushy Wednesday 1-2, and it's just all smiley faces and all that stuff. A random English guy walked up to me at the same club, like a week later, somehow recognized me from the video and bought me a beer. I've had no troubles with anyone here over this.
Alright, so if you could send a message to Buddy, who this altercation was with, what would you say to him?
Congratulations, you made it into the algorithm.